What's up guys, welcome back to Ballistic Bricks, and today we've got another real Lego set, and today we've got the assembly square. Now as you can see, this is already built, this is set right here, and that's because you might have seen the assembly square before on my channel. Now the assembly square was the first non-brand uh, modular I ever bought myself, so I had the Daily Bugle last year. Then when I first started getting into modulars, before I started the channel, I brought the Sanctum Sanctorum and I brought this. So I made them both. And those are my three real modulars compared to the other ones, which are alternate brand. So being one of my only real modulars, I really like this set, and it is one of my favorites that I've ever built. It took a long time. It took me 32 hours to build this thing, but it was definitely worth it. Now, bear in mind that was just as I was getting back into Lego, so maybe my building skills weren't at their best. But yeah, this took me a long time to build. So I thought we'd go over it today. Even though you can't see me build this masterpiece of a modular, I thought I'd still talk about it and give my thoughts. I was going to say, I actually bought this modular at a discounted price. I believe I got it on the last ever day you could get it from Smith's. I think I got it for about £30 off, so it was like equivalent to getting it on Lego Store and then getting the Lego points with it. Now, I got this modular, number one, because I wanted to get it before it went out. I really did like it, so I wanted to get it before it went exclusive and the price went up and everything like that. And this is before I knew about fake modulars as well. But like, it's always nice to have the real thing as well. It's not all about having the fakes. I do like having the real stuff. And yeah, I thought this obviously is bigger than a normal modular. This is 1.5 base plates wide. Normally a modular would be one base plate in width and yeah, whatever. So this is bigger than your average modular, and I thought it'd be a really great center stone and first build because it's like almost the center of a community, and there's a few different things going on. I mean, there's lots of things going on in this build, and it's really big. Even looking at it now, I can't believe how big it actually is. Like I know obviously the difference between a base plate and another half isn't really that big, but just looking at this thing, I feel like it's so much bigger than I remember it being when I built it, and even bigger when I look at it in the city. Just having it here, it fills up so much space. So I'm gonna slowly dissect this now. So I've just broken this down into all its different floors, and I always forget because obviously I like to display in this one all the minifigures are suggested to be in certain places. So what I like to have is like them all in the place it's suggested. But then at the front there are no minifigures, so it looks really bare. But yeah, we'll go on to floor but at a time. So we look at the first floor. We've got a bakery over here on the right hand side of the modular. We've got a little guy back here, and I really like some of the build processes here. I didn't love how the windows are done because it was really annoying getting those pieces together. But yeah, we've got a lot of cake about. We've got one big cake in the window. That's obviously a wedding cake. Really nice design. The actual front door is all on like a curve, and that's really cool. We've got a little oven back here, and just like more cake obviously going on. It's a bakery, and yeah, so we've got some stairs that actually go up to the main stairs that are outside the build and go through the whole of the back of the building. We've also got a door at the bottom, so you can just easily get out to this little back bit, which is alone. And it actually connects directly to the flower store. The flower store is in the middle of the build, and it does look really good. You got the flowers front and center outside, which I love. They're really nice build design. But the inside is really cool because you might actually mistake it for like an ice cream shop because behind the counter there's so much going on. I'm gonna stand up for this because I want to really get in depth and see everything. So you got like the cashier, and she got some money on the counter. We've got the counter, the whole desk, and cashier stuff going on. We've got a little parrot in here for some reason too, and just some bouquets of flower, which is really nice. The door does go out here at the back, which leads you on to like the back of the modular, but also a little pathway to the front. This gets so dusty, like I really need a better way to clean my Lego because right now I'm not really cleaning it. Because like it's hard when I've got so many more modulars. It's gonna be hard when I get the city even bigger because obviously it keeps expanding and it's hard to keep up with everything to clean it all. But and to get better at that definitely because this is dirty. And it's one of my favorite modulars, and you don't want to get your favorite Lego sets ruined through dust and whatever by not taking care of them. It's just really hard to remember to actually you got to do. And over on the left hand side, we've got a little bakery, which is really cool because it is a little bit designed like the Cafe Corner, the first ever modular. And this was like an anniversary modular, I think. So they tried to incorporate loads of other modulars into this modular. So they actually had some really creative processes, which I loved. And like it's just really cool seeing all the detail as you build the set itself. Again, at the back here, there is another little doorway to some more stairs, which do come up the back of the cafe. The cafe is pretty like populated. We've got a little cashier here again, and it seems like we've got the same kind of pattern on the downstairs, where you've got one cashier looking after the store, and then mostly decoration. And at the front of the building, we've obviously got this beautiful water fountain, which does look really good, and just some general floor designs, which we don't really get to see in other modulars because there's not really any space. So we'll go through the left hand side first. So our first little like apartment, well, it's actually like a shop. We've got like a little music shop. It's led on from the cafe. We've got a little guy working here and some instruments. We've got two guitars on the wall, and then we've got a drum kit which looks really good, and then like a saxophone. It's a pretty simple floor, but it's a nice design. The outside does look really good too. Really brings together the whole modular, uh, the design of the outside because it's really nice. It's nice also seeing the inside for the first time in a while. So I've not actually looked at it since I built it originally because I don't really have a need to. But again, it is always nice to be reminded that the inside of these modulars are really good and building them was hard, but definitely a process worth it. We've got some stairs as well at the back here going to our top floor. The top floor, we're going to need to take the roof off in order to access the actual floor. And oh wow, our ballerina has fell over. That's not good. So the doors are open. We've got like a little balcony here, which is quite cool. And one of my favorite pieces I've ever had in a Lego thing. So we've got the ballerina here, and she actually has a mirror where she's dancing in front of. But the mirror is fully functional. Like you can see like how well the mirror is designed. You can see herself very clearly, and it's like I've seen some Lego sets and some alternate brand sets have things similar, but they're never as reflective as this. This is probably like the most mirrory type thing because it is literally a little mirror that you put in, and I don't even think it's designed to be a Lego piece. And along with that, with a piano, which is really cool, and some stairs leading to the roof of the building, which has like a little like trapdoor kind of thing to get to the top of the building, which is quite nice. And yeah, I really do like this floor just because of that. It is really simple again, but yeah, the whole ballerina thing with the mirror does look really good. Meanwhile, on this side, when we look to the middle and the right hand side, these are always connected, so the builds are always similar. Our first floor on the right hand side is it's like a doctor's office. We've got a little doctor here. His chair, it actually might be, is he a dentist or a doctor? I can't really, it's a bit hard to tell. We've got a few pamphlets and whatever to read while you're waiting, and general like sink, stuff like that, stuff where he keeps his equipment. And it's actually really good detail on this floor. It is a lot better than some of the maybe the other stuff where there is some detail, but you can tell that you can tell that to save money they have kind of erased a bit. And we've got a door as well here. Well, we've got two doors. We've got two doors going outside. We've got one door going to the next part of the build where we've got our little photographer man. He has got one of the best mustaches you'll see of all time, and he's obviously getting ready in case he needs to shoot any family photos and stuff against this white background. Well, the design is really cool. It is a really nice, like sloped design. It looks very realistic, and it's a really interesting build process how they've done this. It is a dentist. Okay, we've got a little window here that says it's a dentist. So yeah, we do have a dentist here. And I just love how all the bricks are built on the outside. It's very simple design, but it looks really good when it's all put together. Now, onto the top floor, we have our iconic spiral, which is a really bit of a pinpoint of a Lego city and especially of this build. But interestingly, in the middle, we have a complete open kitchen. We've got some seats here. But yeah, that's all open. There's no roof to that. There is on this side, but all of this is open and it always will be. So it is an interesting choice there, and it doesn't help that it gets really dusty because now you've got to try and clean it. Honestly, I need a better way to clean my Lego because it's a disaster right now. So yeah, pretty simple for the outside like restaurant kind of thing, but it is really cool still, and just a nice detail. Like there's so much detail here where maybe they didn't need to put detail in, but they went and did it anyway, which is why it's probably one of my favorite modulars. If I take this top off, we do see the apartment building, which I love. We've got a mum and a baby here, and this baby is literally one of the cutest babies I've ever seen. And you can see they are heavy brick heads. Don't know if they've been watching any ballistic bricks, but they've got a cafe corner set. I might need to steal that because I'd like the cafe corner. They've got a whole little display where they've got a train going around. They've got the Eiffel Tower built. They've got a like a sofa just to sit down when they're not building. They have a bathroom with a little door to it, which is a really cool design, and just some general kitchen stuff and whatever. And it is really creative how they decided to like make them like have loads of Lego and stuff like that. It's a really interesting choice, and I just really love the design. I think the Assembly Square probably has one of the best designs. Well, it actually definitely has the best design of any normal modular I've built in terms of interior and probably exterior as well. But yeah, I absolutely love this uh, build because of that reason, and it just looks really good. When it's all put together, this build is like astonishing to look at. I love it. It's still one of my favorite modulars, and I think it always will be. I'm really excited to like maybe build the Natural History Museum and see like obviously they're the same. Both of them are a base plate and a half wide, so it would be really cool to see like what it would be like building another one of the slightly larger modulars. So yeah, that was a bit of a breakdown of the assembly square. If I was to review it, I'd say definitely one of the best modulars has been. The price point is high, but the build quality is definitely really high too. I mean, it's been really well designed. It's an homage to loads of different modulars from the past, and it is massive. There's so many pieces in this thing. There's so many character minifigures, you know, there's so much detail, and it was so fun to build. I really love the process of building this. Again, really got me into modulars, really set me up for where I was going to go with my modulars. So yeah, this is oh, it's stupid to say, but of course it's ballistic bricks approved. I can understand why this would be expensive to some people and put them off, but if you can get this, it's definitely a modular I'd look into getting. I might even get a second one that's an alternate brand one, just so I could like make an alternate build of it, like a mock, because I've seen some really good ones made out of this. And it would even be cool to like build it and reverse it, if that makes sense. So then I'd kind of have like this again, but then second. But that would be really big. That would be like what, 3 base plates wide, which would be quite big. But I don't know. It's something that maybe I'm interested in, and maybe might give it a go. Who knows? I guess we'll have to see, and I guess you can see if you guys stay tuned. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I've been Ballistic Breaks, and I hope you guys have enjoyed some of the real Lego stuff I've done recently. The old Lego stuff isn't gone at all. We're still looking at AliExpress and Temu modulars, but we're just going through some of the stuff I already have and really giving a shine onto it, because some people have been asking if I just have normal modulars or well, if I just have fake modulars or real ones. And I just wanted to show, yeah, I do have real ones, and real ones are definitely worth it too. You know, you don't always have to get fake if you don't feel comfortable with that. The real stuff is good. It's just a lot more expensive. Where you know you could have got about £200 off this. That's why I like to build fake. But the real stuff has a lot to offer. Don't get me wrong, which is why Lego is probably the best brick brand in the world. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I've been Ballistic Bricks, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.